The side of my mom. She's like, what'd she say? She said, my mom said hi.
Hi, Mom. Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. Put some. Okay.
Ooh, child.
Sorry, you guys. Due to personal responsibilities and priorities with our families and our children, we have not been able to do every Monday episode. However, we have committed to posting at least every other Monday until our schedules permit us to post every Monday. And we also need your help. We need a lot of likes. We need shares. We need support on our content so we can show up in searches, so we can fall into algorithms and things like that. That way more people can find us. We can get the support we need to be able to focus more and have more time between work and, trying to be able to financially support our ventures with recording time and things like that. It makes it hard without you guys' support. So that's all I got. And on that note, welcome back to Mouth So Reckless.
Mouth So Reckless.
Oh shoot, hold that thought. We're also on Anchor, so I have to start our Anchor.
Yes.
So
all
check us out on
platforms,
Anchor,
again.
Spotify, YouTube, everywhere.
Instagram.
Yes. Hello, folks out there on Anchor.
Hello. Hope everybody's feeling good tonight, like I always say. Welcome to another episode of Mouth So Reckless.
Mouth So Reckless.
Mouth So Reckless. What you know about that, Sarah? What you know about that?
Nothing. I'm young. No, I'm an 80s baby. I am proud to be an 80s baby. Yep. I am 40 years old and loving it.
I'm 41. I start the 80s out, baby. I started out, y'all. 80.
But what comes first? What's before Cancer? Gemini, baby. Just notate that. Okay. Proceed. Let's get the episode going.
So yeah, I know everybody has social media. They have Twitter, they have Facebook, they have Instagram. And I know everybody has been seeing the thing that's going on with the red flags.
Yes, hashtag for what? Red flagging.
And it's a whole bunch of them out there.
Oh, Lord.
It's red flags all over the place. So let's talk a little bit about some of the red flags that we don't like.
If you posting the red flags, you are the red flag. Let me start with that. I know that's probably not what you was expecting, but all these people that have all these red flags, you are more than likely a whole living, walking, breathing red flag. I'm sorry.
I mean, I think usually we see some sort of a red flag in some people, but others we see a whole bunch.
Like name your telltale red flag.
Okay, so let's talk about them. If you meet somebody, right, and they tell you they have a job, but then they're always available, they always never have no downtime. It seems like they always are just available. Like, when do you go to work? What is your schedule?
That's not a red flag.
That is a red flag.
Let me tell you why.
Because everybody can't work from home.
As an entrepreneur,
but if you're telling me,
I can't stand you. Shut up. Hold on. Let me respond to your red flag. I am an entrepreneur and I can make myself available almost any time because my schedule is extremely flexible. So a job is, to me, saying that you have a job but you're always available is not really a red flag, because a lot of entrepreneurs can make their schedules flexible to appear to be available very often, rather than somebody who has to clock in and clock out because you have to meet that expectation. Like me, I can do my job in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning. You're a realtor too.
But what I'm saying is, if you telling me that you working at a shop, you're not an entrepreneur.
What kind of
If you telling me that you are a collector somewhere, you're not an entrepreneur.
You're not.
If you're
Yeah.
And even if you are an entrepreneur, you're not answering the phone every time. You can't do something every time. Sometimes you got an appointment. So to me, that's a red flag. That's a red flag to me.
If you're a female that wants time and availability, but then complains about somebody having too much time and then that's a red
To
flag.
me, a red flag is if you're always available and you don't work, okay? Another red flag, if you got kids, you tell me you got kids and we don't ever hear about the kids.
You don't never hear the kids in the back. If they small kids, you don't never hear them in the background. You ain't never got
I mean, men and women. I'm just like, where the kids at? Why they ain't never home? Why I never heard you say nothing about the kids? Why I never see you post a picture on Facebook, but you got 1,000 pictures of you on Facebook?
Yes, that is true. That can definitely be an indicator of a red flag. Never having
what kind of
no
red flags
kids, they never home at night in the background. You every time you ask them who at the house, they by themselves.
Yeah. Oh, it's just me.
Oh, it's just me.
And I ain't talking about like
in the morning, it's just me. At night, it's just me. Every weekend, it's just me.
As we always do, this is hypothetical. Okay, hypothetical.
That's funny.
Or what about a man that talk bad to their mom? Like that's the instant red flag, right?
The fact that you could even witness a man talking back to his mom is a red flag. That's weird. I have never seen that.
Oh, I have.
Blessed. I have never seen a man disrespect their mom, so I'm blessed to say that I haven't. However, I do recognize it does happen, and that can be a red flag depending on the background and the nature of their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll leave that there. Parent-children relationships are very unique, so I don't want to dig too deep into that.
Please don't. We don't want you to either. We're just talking about the red flags.
Okay, a red flag. There's nothing wrong with this. However, it is a red flag because it does indicate you're lying. If you meet someone and their car is always in the shop.
Oh my God, that was one of mine.
I was just saying, like, I don't mind driving in the beginning, but it's always in the shop. Like, it never got out. Like, you like, oh, call the mechanic, let's go. You don't want to check on it? It's been like, we've been dating for 7 months. You don't want to see how the mechanic is doing?
Oh, he got sick.
That
he got to
is
take a break.
Definitely a red flag. And what's another red flag for me?
It's a red flag to you. I don't know if this is to a lot of people, but it's a red flag if the guy wants you to pay for the date on the first time.
It's a red flag if he asks you to pay for the date. So, like, if he asks you out on a date and then expects you to pay.
No, what if he asks you out on a date and be like, "Can you split the bill?"
That's a red flag.
Hell yeah.
That's a red flag. Because if I ask somebody to go somewhere, I'm paying. If they ask me to go somewhere, they should be paying. Now, might I offer? If I see the bill like super high and, you know, I might offer, but let me offer. Don't assume or expect me to pay and you ask me out.
What if he says,
oh no, COVID. No, just playing, I ain't got COVID. You know what? Actually, though, forgive me for that. I shouldn't even joke like that because COVID is still very live, very real, and there's a lot of people dealing with some hard situations with COVID. So I take that back.
Okay, now back to what you
My point was, though, you can't sneeze, cough, or nothing.
Yeah, you can't do none of that
without having
people
COVID.
like.
Yeah, so that was my point.
But what if he says, can you pay for the tip?
Again, that's a red flag because I'm going to offer. Like, if you already been through so much, devastated, got all that trauma to where you got to not only ask me to split the bill, but you have to ask me for any type of tip or anything, that's a red flag for me. Because if I ask somebody out, I'm already taking responsibility to pay. That includes the tip and everything else. Now, if we had a conversation prior to say, hey, if we go out, and I already told you we go out, you know, I'll get the tip and everything else, it's still a red flag if you ask me because I already said I would do it. So don't do that. So that's a red flag. And that goes for females too. A female that asks you on a date and expects you to pay, that's a red flag. She shouldn't have asked you out.
Right, it goes vice versa. It's both ways. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. Oh, what's another red flag?
What about if somebody you meet right away and they ask you to borrow some money, and you know them you met them at work, and you know them for a couple days.
A couple days.
A couple days, and they be like, hey,
that's a red flag.
And what if they be like, okay, look, they be like, man, I forgot my wallet at home. Can you give me some lunch today?
Red flag. After 2 days, that's a red flag. A red flag. 2 days? We ain't known each other for 30 days. You might not make it through probation. Like, when I'm getting my money back. That's a no.
It's only
That's a red flag.
$5.
Relationship red flags. Okay.
Oh.
If she asks you for your password on the first date.
Oh my God, girl.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, she's crazy.
If you've been dating someone for, I'll be generous with this. I won't even say 2 weeks. If you've been dating someone for a couple of months and you ain't never been to their house or don't have their address or nothing.
Ooh, that's a big
red
flag.
flag.
That's a turn the other way. If I can't know where you live and we've been dating for a few months, something's
that's
definitely
a red flag.
not right.
If the only thing somebody want to do is Netflix and chill, and they only call you late at night or in the middle of the night, that's a red flag.
Or if they can't spend the night for 2 nights in a row,
that's a red flag. Oh, that is a red flag. Oh, shit. If she a side chick and she posting pictures like y'all in a relationship, that's a red flag. Know your role. Know your role.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead.
If she got her kids calling you uncle, she done had a lot of
uncles
uncles through that
daddy
bitch.
already too. That's a
Uncle
red
or daddy, that's a red flag.
You gotta call him daddy. That's a red flag too.
Oh my
She been looking for a daddy all these kids' lives.
Oh my God. If she call you with a sob story sounding sad, just hang up. That's a red flag. She got to ask you to pay a bill or something. That is a red flag. That is a red flag. Oh Lord.
It is crazy. What about sexually red flags?
Like what?
If a man, I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to offend nobody, but if you be like, he wants you to keep going closer.
Sorry.
Is that a red flag?
He's saying.
I mean, because some people like to get their salads tossed. Is that a red flag if a man asks you to eat their ass?
It's a red flag if you get asked, and it's a red flag if you do it. Like, what is we talking about right now? Where did this come from? We're supposed to be talking about relationship red flags, like before.
We're talking about you sexually red flag. I mean, sexual red flags. Is that a red flag? Because I mean, didn't Gabrielle Union say that she do that to? What's his name? Dwayne.
They got a whole different.
It's a whole bunch of people. Jada Kiss said it. I think. Yeah, it's a lot of people out there that do that. I don't knock what nobody do, but I'm just asking. Like for me personally,
that's a red flag.
That's a red flag for me.
Any type of inappropriate action in that area is definitely a red flag.
I had one I was thinking about, and I totally forgot. It wasn't even sexual, but you went to the relationships, and I just wanted to go there with it, like.
Red flags. Red flags. Red flags. If he or she has a whole bunch of friends of the opposite sex, red flags.
Or if they hang with if all their friends are
the homies or they play brothers.
No, or they're she got a whole bunch of gay friends.
Oh God, what? She is going in on tonight.
I'm just saying, those are red flags. I mean,
a whole bunch of gay friends, I would say, I mean, I don't know, it could or couldn't be a red flag. I just think it depends because a lot of people who are homosexual have problems finding heterosexual people that treat them respectfully. So if they do find one, they kind of gravitate towards them. So I don't necessarily think that's a red flag.
Well, for me,
or an indicator. I just think it would be more so how your friendship is conducted.
I'm talking about for a man that I'm dating. If a lot of his friends he has more gay friends than straight friends, I think that's a red flag.
I don't think so. I mean, what if all his friends, like, all of a sudden, they was, like, all grew up together, all from the hood.
So that means what they say, what do they say? Birds of a feather what?
We know that. We know from our circle that ain't true.
So,
we know from our circle, birds of a feather don't flock together. We have a lot of friends in our circle, and we all conduct ourselves differently. And I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah, okay.
And so that's not true.
But you know,
that's not true.
She always gotta go so technical about everything.
It's
like so annoying.
Like, okay, what's another red flag then? If she always got an attitude, that's a red flag. If he or she pick an argument to leave the house and then come back happy, that's a red flag.
Oh my God. You doing too much on that one.
I'm just saying, if you left mad, you better come back mad or madder.
I need an intermission really quick, guys.
No.
I really need one. Like,
how are we gonna intermission?
A 2 second,
no,
30
because
seconds.
I gotta get up. I gotta pause
just sit here for 1 second. I need 30 seconds.
I
guys.
can't.
30 seconds, guys.
You need me to pause it?
No, just sit here and talk to the people. I'll be right back.
I don't know what to say to the people.
Talk to them. Show them a TikTok. Show them your
was
TikTok.
say, no, we can't do no TikToks. All I did was start talking about red flags, and all of a sudden she got all emotional. But these are red flags. If somebody, I feel like telling me you don't trust nobody, and all people of the opposite sex or the your interest, your gender interest, they all full of shit. I think that's a red flag. I think you got trauma and unresolved issues that you have not addressed yet, and that's a whole ass red flag too. So there's definitely a lot of red flags, and that includes if you leave home angry and come back happy. Or if you say, I gotta earn something. I ain't gotta earn shit. I didn't break it. Why the fuck I gotta fix it? That's a red flag. You gonna be waiting for me to earn something all by yourself.
What you talking about? I missed it. I just wanted
That's
to get
your
caught
fault.
up. Okay,
red flag. She a whole red flag. She gonna leave and come back and want to jump in. That's a red flag.
Or a person that ain't got no friends is a red flag too. Because sometimes that might be you. I'm starting to think it's you.
I think a person that don't. I have a lot of friends though. I think a person that don't have. I think a person that does not have friends, it could or couldn't be a red flag, depending. I think it's situational because what if somebody just got out the pen and when they was locked down, like nobody was there for them. So when they get down, yeah, but if they got out the pen and nobody was there for them, they not gonna fool with nobody. They gonna have to rebuild all their relationships and everything. So I don't think that's a red flag. Or what if somebody is coming out of addiction or something like that? So they left a lifestyle and the people that they had in that lifestyle are still doing drugs or drinking, like, and so they can't be around them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that depends. Like, I don't think that's always a red flag. Sometimes it's for the better.
That person has no friends?
Now I see why you tell me I'm getting technical.
Yeah, it's like everything I say, she has to
generally
dissect
speaking,
it.
my bad. Okay, red flags. What else is a red flag?
Let's see, what's another red flag? You?
How am I a red flag? What did I do?
A person that can't keep a job is a red flag too.
A person that can't keep a job is definitely a red flag. Oh, a person who always talking about what somebody else did is a red flag. A person that don't never take no responsibility, nothing's ever their fault, is always somebody else. That's a red flag to me. That's a red flag.
What about a person that gangbangs that's totally from a whole another neighborhood?
What do you mean?
I'm just asking, like.
Wait, you mean somebody that gangbangs but never been to their hood? That's definitely a red flag. Exactly. That's definitely a red flag. That I almost said something. Yeah, that's definitely a red flag though. Yeah.
Or a person that starts gangbanging at 25, 30 years old. Like, what made you want to start doing that?
Why now?
I know we stupid.
You're supposed to start when you had your whole life ahead of you.
Right.
You're supposed to get that out your system before you could be charged and drive by. No, I'm just playing. You should never gangbang, but yeah, when you start gangbanging in your mid-20s, like that was your goal when you grew up, that's a red flag.
If your fingernails is dirty, that is a pet peeve.
That's a serious red flag.
A red flag.
That's definitely a red flag. If you text a girl you just met, Grand Rising Queen, that's a red flag.
Yeah. Shit. good morning.
You toxic. You toxic.
How many people you texting?
Grand Rising. Oh, I mean, or Grand Rising King, or that might be a red flag. It was a very beautiful, and for people who know how to use it and know what it means, I get it. However, it has been overly abused at this point. I feel like
it's like almost a template that's placed in people's phone, and they just hit the template, huh?
Absolutely. If somebody asks you to hide work at their house, that's a red flag.
Somebody what?
Ask you to hide work.
Damn, what kind of people are you dealing with?
That's a red flag.
What kind of people you dealing with? No, I'm just playing.
If somebody got an emergency and tell you if anybody asks I was with you, that's a red flag.
Oh, baby. If somebody got 2 phones and you only got 1 number. Tamika.
That ain't no red flag. That ain't no red flag. We're not going to accept that on today. That's not a red flag. That is
definitely a red flag.
Having 2 phones is not a red flag.
And you only got
one is for business, one is for pleasure. You don't need both numbers. For what? For what? For what?
If they always got to call you back, never answer the phone but got to call you back.
Or you call them and they start texting regularly. Not once in a while when they might be into something.
Never answer but text?
Yeah, always text.
But never answer or call back?
Never. That's a red flag.
That's 2 red flags.
You only talk to them when they call you.
That shit burgundy at that point.
That's a red. This burgundy. That's definitely a red flag. What else is a red flag? Y'all gotta comment on this one. We need to know what all the red flags are. We need to know what all the red flags are.
Or if every time you see them, they're in a different car.
If you try to have a relationship with somebody that told you they don't want a relationship, you are a red flag.
Or you the only one that think that you in a relationship. You the only one that see the relationship.
Right. If you try to post your partner and they say don't put me on no motherfucking social media.
Ooh, baby, I'll never take a picture with you.
That's a red flag. If you gotta take a picture with your mate while they sleeping or not paying attention, that's a red flag. And you the red flag. The person doing it, not the person that won't accept it, the person doing it. You going through all that, you a whole red flag. I'm sorry. Yeah. What else is a red flag?
La 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 la. You got what?
Oh God. If you always getting introduced as the homie.
Or you never get introduced. What if you don't even know the family?
If after 1 year he's still talking about he don't want nobody in his business.
That's cold. That is so wrong on so many levels.
Oh shit.
Okay. Man, I don't want everybody to know what we do.
We gotta keep it on the low. We gotta keep
what we
it
do.
on the low.
Everybody ain't got to know what we do.
Okay.
Or you ain't never. Or how about
if you get approached and he say, "Me and my wife thought you was cute," that's a red flag.
Or me and my husband.
Oh my God. If they start locking themselves in the bathroom for hours, that's a red flag. I'm sorry. Okay.
Ooh, child.
Oh Lord.
If he treat the step kids better than the regular kids.
That's definitely a red flag.
A red flag. Or she do.
If he got 3 ex-wives but tell you marriage is just a piece of paper. He done married everybody but you.
Ooh, baby.
That's a red flag.
Or you got multiple baby mamas or multiple baby daddies that don't get along with any of them. That's a red flag.
I don't know though, because some of these women,
Any of them?
I don't want to go there, but usually you attract the same type of person. So if you know,
I'm talking about women too. I wasn't just saying the men. I was saying the women too.
Yeah, but men too. Like I don't know. You really might not get along with none of them. Like that's
a red flag. That means you just keep picking. You just keep fucking up. And you keep, like you said.
Then what does that say about them?
Yeah.
They the same.
The red flag.
The red flag.
You are the red flag.
Okay. What else is a red flag?
Oh, you got 4 kids.
And you don't know their birthdays.
Or their middle names. Oopsie, my earring fell out. No, I was gonna say they're all the same age.
Oh, that is funny. Oh, that is. All your kids is 6 and 7, and you got 5.
Right.
And they all 6 and 7. That's a red flag. What else is a red flag? Are there really this many?
Damn ear.
Her earring falling out? That means she be lying. That's a red flag. If she chocolate, then she a whole red flag.
Girl, boo. Girl, boo. This is good chocolateness.
A whole red flag, no.
If you say that.
What else is a red flag? I don't know, man. I don't know. What else is a red flag?
If what you say you make don't add up. Well, you said you make this much. But
That's
you know.
cold-blooded.
What?
But how would you be able to verify that?
They always broke.
Child support, how many kids they got?
That's a red flag.
Child support be taking people's whole lives. Child support is not a red flag.
If they're taking it all, that means you got back pay.
A woman that got 9 kids and they none of her baby daddy shit, that's a red flag.
Ooh.
That's a red flag.
Girl.
Oh, gosh.
Or she date all the homies. Like 3 of the homies already know her from
If she live on a street that's a number or a letter, that's a red flag.
A number or a letter. Damn, that's a good one. That's a hood one, huh?
If they drink Still Thunderbird and 8-Ball, that's a red flag.
Ooh, what about Cisco?
That's a hell of a red flag.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. No, I'm just playing. That's that rock gut.
That is hilarious. Don't drink none of those items. Those are all red flags, people. What else is a red flag?
Well, what's the red flags that you ain't dealing with? Because, I mean, like, some of them you might take, and some of them you might not.
I don't know. I don't even allow people to get to red flags. Maybe I'm a whole red flag. I don't know.
So once you see a red flag, it's over. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Because, I mean...
Inconsistency for me is a red flag.
Oh, yeah.
You have to finish the way you start. If you start one way and you don't end that way, then that's a red flag. I'm out of there. I don't even ask why. I'm just out of there. For real, like, what? Obviously.
Well,
you tell a person.
She's a runner, so a runner's a red flag.
I'm not a runner, too. But if you tell a person you like consistency and this and that and they can't do that, then that's a red flag. You either just inconsistent or you just not into me. So why am I wasting either one of our times? That's a whole red flag. That's it. Just inconsistency for me.
No, so I'm just saying, once you see the first red flag, it's over with.
Yeah, I'm out of there.
You ain't letting them see 2 red flags.
No. What? No. Never.
So as soon as he says cars in the shop, it's over with.
Over.
Right.
Over. No. I don't. I'm not gonna be the red flag. A person that ignores red flags is a red flag. I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna never be that. And I can't. I can't. What's your pet peeve? What's your red flag? That's like, no.
I'm not dealing with none of the ones I just said. Like, seriously.
You named like 52.
I'm not. Because as soon as you let one go, it's a wrap. You're going to start seeing 2, 3, 4, and all 52 red flags. Like, no.
Yeah, any type of toxic language too is a red flag. Like if they start yelling and cussing at you and calling you names and say they was just upset or they was just going through something, or a person that takes their frustrations out on you, all that stuff to me is red flags. Because you take a little bit of that and it's gonna turn into something way bigger, and then I'm gonna have to shoot you. Not that I would, but I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, just be nice. Just be nice. What red flags you gonna deal with? What red flags?
Maybe some of them.
Well, like what?
Well, my man right now got. He got 2 kids the same age. they're like 7, 8
So
months
much for a red
apart.
flag.
They're like 8 months apart.
A person that knows you have children and doesn't speak about family and things like that, that's a red flag. That means they want you and not the package. A person that knows you have children and always speaks like it's you and them and never includes none of the kids.
Right, yeah.
That's a red flag.
No.
I don't expect the kids to be included in the beginning, but at some point, like, it's a whole.
If you never met your partner's kids within
a certain amount of time,
yeah, that's a red flag. You know,
because how serious are you?
Right.
And how important is family to you if
right.
that hasn't happened yet? So. You said that like deal with red flags a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I guess I ain't all like. I mean, I ain't as hard as I think I am. You know what I mean? Like it's some of them I might deal with. I did deal with a dude that did that with the car situation before too. You know, the car was in the shop for a long time. I was like, damn. But he did eventually get the car out, or he ended up either getting the car out or he ended up buying the car.
Oh, here's another one. If somebody is trying to deal with you and they know you deal with their friend or their family member, that's a
red flag. You don't want
really they both everybody in that situation is a red flag. You gotta dig deep and figure out why they even feel comfortable coming at you like that. That's a whole red flag.
Yeah. Let me think of anything else I've dealt with though. Any of the red flags that we said.
I don't know. That's all the red flags.
No, I was just thinking.
If y'all been dating for a while,
other ones that I like have dealt with that I'm like,
Oh, that you dealt with in the past.
Yeah. I was trying to think of any of the other ones that we stated.
She done dealt with all the red flags.
I done seen a lot of them. I mean, I dealt with a lot of them.
She is a red flag.
I might be in some certain instances. Not none of the ones that we just named. But I might be, shit.
If you ask God for a sign and he gives you one and you ignore it, then you the red flag.
Oh, how the hell should you know what God told me? The heck? Girl, that's a red flag. When she thinks she know what God has told me, that is a red flag.
If you ask God for a sign and you try to talk yourself out of the information, that's a red flag.
This girl is crazy.
I need a nap. That's all the red flags I got for today.
I'm down with the red flags too. I'm so reckless.
That's all the red flags we have time for today. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Until then.